Welcome back. So, as promised, I'm going to go through kind of what my final thoughts are on hot packs. And while I do that, I'm going to go through the hits from the past 2 weeks of these assorted hot packs. So, I guess the first thing to talk about is pack searching. I think it's safe to say none of us are fans of pack searchers. But it is a reality. They are out there. We've seen the evidence in retail locations of just card sections being in complete disarray. And by the way, I'm just going to flip through the hits from the past couple weeks while I talk. So again, it's safe to say none of us really like card searchers, to say the least. Now, that being said, some people would call me a pack searcher. And that's because I like to study hobby boxes and to see if there's a pattern in where the hits are. So if I can see a discernible pattern, usually in Topps products, because Topps just sticks to a routine and that's it most of the time, I will go to a hobby shop and I will ask for specific packs out of a box. Doesn't mean someone else hasn't already done it, and then, hey, I don't get the hit. But most of the time, especially in hobby situations where the packs are behind the counter, I will usually pull the hit out of it. So some will call that pack searching. And if that's your stance, then you have to view me as a pack searcher, like it or not. Now, retail is a completely different situation. Retail, there's all the product is out. For the public, really no one watching the section, because let's be honest, most retailers care very little about their card sections. And that I detest. I detest when I see people going through packs and when I see the evidence of people having done so. And it really gets me upset, not just because probably a lot of the hits are taken, if not all of them, but they usually don't care about the base and anything else that may be good in those packs. So the likelihood of getting damaged cards from a section that's been ravaged by a searcher is pretty high. And that's just not fun. So there is that whole aspect of the retail location and kind of the just the negative impact, because there's a lot of us that buy retail, but most especially there's young collectors, there's kids, and maybe people just getting back in the hobby. Usually go to retail to buy cards, and they're getting shortchanged. So there is that side, and I do not like that. There's also instances which this was brought up in a comment, and I did look at it, and it does seem to be the fact. I don't think all the time, but there is at least some of the time where manufacturers will will basically segregate the hit packs from the other packs. That's the job of the retailer, to mix them up and put them out. And some retailers don't do it. Either that kind of extra box is just kind of put in the back for a later day, or someone comes in and buys it, or an employee buys it knowing what's in it. There's a whole variety of possibilities, if you will. So what are my thoughts on the buying of hot packs? So not a direct, I'm not the one searching. There's the possibility that even who I'm buying from didn't do the searching. So we do get indeed into a gray area, which I've said so in the comments. The gray area is we honestly don't know what the origin of the packs are. Yes, the likelihood, the probability that they stem from pack searchers is high, but there's the outside possibility that it could be the other means, whether it's the set-aside packs from retailers or an instance of hobby packs, just knowing where things are. So does that make it right? No, not really. And this type of discussion, this kind of back and forth, this is why I wanted to do this series. Is because I'm not telling you I'm going out and I'm searching and seeing if I can find packs with hits. That would be ridiculous and that would be wrong. And I'm not going to promote that. But kind of the likely intermediary, because I don't know if this individual who I bought these from did searching or did deals or whatever. I just don't know. Didn't ask, and I think it was pertinent to this particular project. But there's multiple possibilities, and that's the whole thing. There is a certain aspect of innocent until proven guilty. You can have someone go to trial and it's probable that they did whatever criminal act it may be, but the possibilities are what lets them go free. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. And really that's kind of the stance I was looking at least for this brief experiment. Now, I think also factoring into this whole decision to do this series, at the end of the day, cards are made, packs are made to be ripped. If we were all to boycott hot packs, search packs sold through eBay or any other means, and that means that the cards inside would never see light of day, and the packs would never be ripped. And that kind of is contrary to what the intent of the product is. So there is that aspect. Whether you agree with it or not, that's your decision. But there is that aspect in this whole debate. So if we all decide to boycott, packs will never be opened and they'll remain sealed in perpetuity. And the other aspect of those of you considering buying hot packs that you have to consider is that for the majority of these, now there were some decent hits. I got more so in the relics because they're less expensive, but more particularly when it comes to auto packs. Don't expect to buy a hot pack and get a massive hit. Don't expect to be flipping through the cards and go, oh, there's a Trout auto. It's not going to happen. Most of the time, if a searcher can determine whether there's an auto in the pack or not, they will likely be able to determine who the auto is. So some of these, I think we got a little luckier than others, The fact I got, 3 Tom Brownings is not incredibly surprising. So don't expect to get that. And I didn't buy these with the intent of getting huge hits. Now, that being said, sometimes you will get some decent ones. And that really, some of them are dependent upon the individual ripping them and their perspective. So, a Red Sox fan, this is going to be a really good hit for them. Jerry Remy, it's a solid hit. Solid auto to pull out of one of these packs. For a lot of other people, like a diehard Yankees fan, not a good hit. Okay, another Red Sox, Tim Wakefield. For most people, not a big deal. Red Sox person probably is loving this auto, especially since it's numbered. So all these are different factors that you have to take in consideration if you decide to take this leap. So at the end of the day, what is my decision? Again, the intent of doing this project was really twofold. One is it's fun, it's good content in that regard. But more importantly, it was a great discussion. Many of you made excellent comments and have great perspectives on the subject of pack searching, hot packs, etc. And some of you, I hope, at least made you think a little bit more in depth on the subject, especially since we're talking about third party. And it was great to see. It was great discussion because a lot of times, a lot of us will go to a retail location. We'll see the results of someone searching packs, and as fired up as sometimes we can get in those situations, rarely does it come over into our videos. Sometimes it does, but probably not as much as many times as we see the end result of pack searchers. So this I wanted to put it just right on the forefront and just have this discussion. So my decision at the end of the day is this was a project. This was a means to have a nice discussion on the topic, to hopefully get a few different perspectives, which we did, to see kind of the pros and cons, people that are passionate and have almost a vitriol reaction to seeing any type of possibility of packs of having been searched, and those that are more to say, look, I have no problem buying such packs. For me, this was a fun project, as I said. It was great ripping the packs, and there is an appeal to just getting hit after hit after hit, regardless of who really the player is. It's just fun getting a ton of hits. But to continue doing it, that's not going to happen. I don't have any massive issue with a seller, doing this, of selling the packs. I have an issue and I don't, because I can see all kind of both sides of things. But it's one of those things where I just I'd rather kind of keep myself out of it. So this is the last of the hot packs you're going to see in this past 2-week period. Let me take a quick break and let me go over the numbers. So in 2 weeks, we had, in addition to a few nice rookies that we pulled out, there's a lot of current product, both of base and inserts, from Judge to Alonso to Vladdy, Tatis, Acuna, Albies, Torres, which are not here, but they were in here in the packs as well. So total, we get 7 numbered cards. So if you want to count that as a hit, that's fine. I'll do it for the sake of this figure. 1 dirt card, interesting. 54 jersey and bat relics, 45 autographs, and 3 printing plates for a total, including the numbers, of 110 hits, which is not too shabby for 2 weeks of ripping individual, mostly retail packs. So again, it's one of those things, I'm not going to continue ripping them. That's my choice. At the same time, I'm not going to berate someone that chooses to buy them. I think that's an individual decision. I'll still watch the videos. I'll still kind of see what they get, and see if they get lucky and have that, one big hit out of the pack that no one's expecting, that searcher or selector, whatever you want to call them, missed. Again, there's some that were missed here, I think. Printing plate shouldn't have been in a pack. It just was assumed to have just a general relic. So that's my decision. Again, I can see both sides of the probability that it's searched, it's fanned out. We saw evidence of it in a retail location is there. The possibility that there are other means that they were secured is also there. So again, some of you will like this view, some of you will hate this view, some of you will be indifferent. But my decision is, this is a good experiment to have. It was a great discussion to have on the channel, but I'm not going to buy any more hot packs in the future. I will, however, continue, if I find patterns in boxes, to request specific packs. I am 100% okay with that. And if that's the case, if I buy individual packs in that manner, I'll rip them here. I'll let you know if what I'm seeing panned out and if the pattern held. So that's what I got for you. If you decide to buy them, bear in mind that a hot pack is going to be anywhere from 2 to 8 times what the normal retail price is. If you don't buy them, hey, that's cool. I'm on board with that decision as well. So I thank you for all the support, all the views, all the comments, the tremendous discussion, regardless of whichever side you're on the debate. I appreciate all of it because it was all input that I was enjoying reading different perspectives. I know that it helps some others, especially those who may be new to the hobby or kind of coming back into the hobby. I think it's all valuable information to have, and I hope we can have discussions, not in this manner, but I hope I can read more discussions about this particular topic in the future. So that's all I got for you this time around. And please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. Most importantly, have fun. This is a tremendous hobby and a fantastic community. So find your way of contributing, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into this hobby and being active in this community, the more you're going to get out of it. The more you'll learn, the faster your PC will grow through multiple means, the more people you'll meet, and definitely, most importantly, the more friends you'll make. Again, they're tremendous people, a tremendously diverse group of great people in this community. And I sincerely hope you take advantage of this hobby, this venue, and just the fantastic the greatest aspect of this hobby, and that's the people in this hobby. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.